Well, here we are again. The weather's crazy up here. It actually had just started snowing when I left my house, but it's been snowing for hours up here in Cleveland. I'm flying out of the Cleveland airport today, and there's several inches of snow. Visibility is like maybe 100 yards tops. I really am keeping my fingers crossed there will be no delays today. I'm supposed to land in New York at JFK around 6:45. My flight is scheduled for 8 o'clock, which means there's about a 45-minute window between when I arrive and when the doors will close for my flight. It'll start boarding. Usually international flights board an hour before, so it'll start boarding 15 minutes after I arrive. Crossing my fingers there's no delays, or at least not significant delays. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited. First solo trip to the UK. I'm going to be in London for 4 days with a one-day trip up to Birmingham to do some family history travels, visiting some sites associated with my family who immigrated to the United States. So I'm excited about that. Get to see all my friends with the We Happy Few tour in Bastogne for the weekend. So this video will be to kind of document the non-historical parts of the trip, just kind of show you some of the behind the scenes stuff that doesn't go into any particular video about a historical topic. This will be for the VTH Extra channel, so join me on the journey. All right, well, we finally made it to JFK. Actually landed like a half hour ago and then sat on the runway forever. Then had to wait for the gate thing to come over forever, so that killed a lot of time. It estimates it's a 21-minute walk to my gate, and I have about 9 minutes till they start boarding. I'm in better shape though than the guys behind me on my plane from Cleveland. They're headed to Paris and their doors close in 15 minutes on theirs, and it's a 20-minute walk, so they're running. On to London we go. It's still crazy to me that on international flights you don't even have to show them your passport or even a boarding pass. They just take your picture and they use biometrics now. It's pretty cool stuff. There's our plane. This is actually my first time flying solo across the Atlantic in my, 4 trips now that I've gone solo, that I haven't had Delta One. So I've got to be back in Premium Select with the commoners. That's the way it goes sometimes. Couldn't get a good deal on it and didn't want to use all my points. Welcome to London. just went through passport control. When I was here in the summer with my family, the line was thousands of people long and it took forever. This time, no line. Maybe 10 seconds for me to get through passport control. I'm at baggage claim within 5 minutes of getting off the plane. This is awesome. The weather, not so much, but that's okay. Of course, the downside to getting through passport control so fast is that you have to wait for your bags for a long time. And so 20 minutes later, baggage carousel still not moving. Hopefully soon. Well, I knew it was too good to be true. Everybody else has gotten their bags, except for me and two other gentlemen who are all watching the bags go around the carousel over and over and over again. It's been about 15 minutes since the last person walked away, besides the three of us. It's a bunch of bags still sitting here. I went over to the Delta desk. They assured me my bag was indeed on the plane. It was loaded on the plane at JFK, so I don't know what's going on, but I knew I shouldn't have gotten so excited about getting through passport control as fast as I did. Better late than never. I think it came in on the Virgin flight that landed after mine because it started coming in with all that baggage. But here we go. Time to hit the train, head into the city. All right, we're looking for the Heathrow Express. One of the great things about Google Maps is it gives you all the directions, including the underground trains that you need to take. Heathrow Express is what I took last time. It's great, works really well. Well, it's kind of nostalgic to be back at Paddington Station. This was kind of our home base when my family and I were here in the summer. Our hotel was just down the street from the station, so we were here a lot in our 4 days in London, so it's pretty cool to be back. Alright, well, it's been a good day so far. I toured the HMS Belfast, made a video for the channel. Even met a guy whose grandfather served on the Belfast, and he was telling me a little bit about his service. I walked around the Tower of London a little bit. I've seen that before. And now I just had some really good pizza for lunch, and I'm at the London Bridge train station, underground station as well. Gonna head over to Westminster for a little bit, walk around, Houses of Parliament, things like that, and then head back to the hotel so I can get ready for the big game tonight, Fulham and Spurs. Excited about that. Okay, it's a big night. It's my first night in London. Haven't had much sleep. I got a little bit of sleep on the plane, that was it. But tonight is the night I get to go to my first English soccer match, football here in England. My first Premier League game. We're going to be going to Craven Cottage, where Fulham are hosting Tottenham Hotspur. Pretty excited. Get to see two of the best strikers in the world, Alexander Mitrovic and, of course, Harry Kane of England. So let's head out. Okay, so count them, three of the London Underground lines are down, which meant what was supposed to be a 28-minute ride on the Underground turned into 45 minutes to get a mile away from Craven Cottage on stuffed trains that were like, I had an inch between people. Then I waited for a bus to take me to Craven Cottage, and all the buses were full, so none of them were stopping at the bus stop because they were already full when they got to our stop. So now I'm walking the mile to Craven Cottage, which I should have done to begin with. All right, so we got to do the stadium thing, right? We got burgers and Cokes, so we're enjoying that and gonna look around a little bit and then get ready for the game. All right, so some closing thoughts about the game. First of all, it was amazing. My first time going to a Premier League game, getting to see some of the best players in the world. I mean, the number of players that I recognized from having watched the World Cup, incredible. You got two Americans in Anthony Robinson and Tim Ream, who both started on the back line, and Ream especially just had a fantastic game, but Robinson did some really good things too. You had Richarlison from the Brazilian team, of course, Harry Kane. You have Son, who's from South Korea. Who else am I forgetting? There's so many of them. And Mitrovic, who is one of the best strikers in the world, from the Croatian team, who starts for Fulham. And there are others I'm sure I'm forgetting, but it was just an amazing experience to see some of the best in the world do what they do. Fulham didn't win. Harry Kane's goal in the first half ended up being the decider, 1-0. But I got myself a jersey, and of course, huge thank you to my friend Rob, who I've gotten to know through our love of history and the fact that we both are YouTube content creators. I got to spend some time with him in Ypres in Belgium, and now here in London, and now I'm going to get to see him this weekend for our tour in Belgium as well. So great experience. Cannot wait to do it again sometime.